We back at it again, like a crack addict with a pin. And it all depends on if you're wearing your Depends or not. Those are diapers if you didn't know. Take number 3 of this motherfucking video. Because the first two, don't even get me started what happened with the first two. Alright, but this is how dedicated I am as a new content creator. Guys, we are about to be the Keemstars of the recovery world. We're about to be like CG Kid on steroids, on meth. I think he's back on meth. I don't know. You guys don't even know what I'm probably talking about. It doesn't matter. Because today, we're going to be talking about... Ooh, see how I brought that back around? That's my tweaker brain, okay? Yes, we are creative motherfuckers as tweakers. This is... I was about to say Stop Speeding. That's my old channel name. I used to have a meth recovery channel called Stop Speeding. Then I fucking relapsed and started getting drunk and high on my recovery channel. Imagine that, right? Crazy story. We're gonna get into that another day, different day. Now my name's Meth Recovery, but my name's actually Andrew. But I'm going to be making daily videos about recovery, okay? And today we're gonna be talking about why am I a drug addict? Because I have all the answers, guys. If you need the answers, all these rehabs and AA, you know, they're telling you this bullshit about an allergy. And I'm glad now I have the answers. That's why you need to hit that sub button now. Or do I have the answers? Doesn't matter what I think about drug addict. I think it really matters about what you think your problem is, right? But AA and rehab's are going to tell you it doesn't matter what you think, right? Your problem's in your head. So how are you going to use your head to fix a problem when your problem is the head? That's what they're going to tell you. My whole mission with this channel is going to be questioning everything rehabs and AA have told us, and also not just questioning, but taking the good things I like and that I apply to today. Today I have 1 year sober off meth, also sober off everything. I haven't used anything. More importantly, meth, because that was my drug of choice. But I have 1 year sober off any of that. So that means you can trust what I say. I know what I'm talking about. I used to be a tech at a rehab. Yeah, I used to be a babysitter for adults. So yeah, you can trust what I say, but not really, guys. I mean, yeah, you can trust me, but not really. I was joking. Well, I was a tech. Anyways, motherfucking looking ass. We getting off topic. That's that scatterbrain tweaker shit. Why am I a drug addict? Let's just stay on track with this. AA tells me it's because I have an allergy of the mind. So if I put one beer or one toke of weed in my system, I'm off to the races. I'm drunker than Cooter Brown, they tell me. Okay? So, relax, Andrew. Why this is a problem with me is not because it's not scientifically proven, because it really hasn't been yet, but because in my life, there's been times where I just had a beer. There's been times where I just had a toke of weed, and I wasn't off to the races, and I was fine, and didn't go through some crazy spiritual malady or depression and despair and all this. And that's the thing with AA, is that there's a lot of generalities, and they place a lot of things, like put all people in one box, you know, and we're all unique individuals who have different problems and use for different reasons. We didn't all use for the same reason. I personally drank alcohol every day because I was a live streamer, and alcohol made me have better content. So yes, look me up, Stop Speeding. I used to be an IRL streamer. So once I stopped streaming, I didn't really feel the need to drink anymore, but I still feel the need to do meth even after a year. That mental craving's there, because that meth heads don't really have that physical allergy, but we have a mental craving that's fucking crazy, and I'm gonna dive deep into that on my next videos. This is kind of just the introduction video, and I think as an introduction video, the very first question we need to ask ourselves is, am I a drug addict? Why am I a drug addict? Because once we identify why we are, we can tackle that problem. So the whole, okay, let's say it's a physical allergy, that's why I am. Okay, it's a physical allergy. What does that do to help me stay sober? Well, one thing it does do is I know if I put any substance in my body, I'm going to abuse it. But beyond that, it doesn't really do anything else for me. I need a lot more. So the one thing I like about AA a lot is the spiritual aspect of it. I know I just said spirituality. No, I'm not talking about God, and you're never going to hear me talk about God on this channel. The spirituality I'm talking about is that life force inside my body, that thing that when I wake up in the morning gives me something to look forward to. I can't wait for the day to start. I can't wait to meet up with so-and-so or do this or that, go skateboard, go play music. But am I going to go play music and meet up with so-and-so if I'm depressed? No, because when I'm depressed, that life force isn't in my body and I just want to stay in bed all day. So we're going to tackle subjects like that, trying to get our chi back, our life force, which I call spirituality. See, right now, I'm out in a park connected to this tree. To me, that's spirituality. It has nothing to do with God. I don't even think about God, ever. So yeah, I'm just trying to. I remember as a child and as a teenager, everything used to be so new and fresh and exciting. I would be so happy and I enjoyed life so much. And then I started, doing meth when I was 15, and that cut me off from the life force, the thing that made me enjoy life. So in this YouTube channel, we're going to be trying to discover how to get that life force back, that love for life, that lust for life. We're going to be trying to get that back. And for me, it's making these videos because I do feel like I was put here on earth for a purpose, and it's to help people and make videos. So I used to be a really good live streamer that made people laugh, but I can't do that anymore because it was kind of fucking toxic and fucking my life up. But I still want to make videos, even though they're not going to be as good because I'm just going to be sitting by a tree rambling to the camera, kind of like when I was a tweaker, always rambling to myself. But yeah, so why am I an addict? I think for me personally, I'm a very sensitive person. Us drug addicts are very sensitive people. So I always cared so much about what people thought. If I was at a job and someone didn't think I was doing a good job, it would fuck me up the entire day. When you're this sensitive and you're living in this big scary world where people are constantly judging us and there's a lot of predators out there trying to, rob our energy and rob us financially and rob us of whatever, you're that sensitive of a person, of course you're just going to be feeling fucked up all the time. So then I do drugs and alcohol because it kind of gives me that armor. It kind of makes me tough. It makes me not really give a fuck. But the problem with that is whenever I'm doing drugs and alcohol to block out things like that, I'm also blocking out happiness. Because you can't just choose what feelings you block out when you're doing that. When you build a shield around you, you're not just blocking out the bad feelings, you're blocking out the good. So you walk around like that long enough, you stop just having good feelings. And then you're just numb. So you're not feeling sad or depressed, but you're also not feeling good. So let's take down that shield. So then we start feeling bad again, but we're also feeling the good. And that's what life is, feeling the bad with the good, taking the bad with the good. And on this channel, I'm going to teach you guys how to, build a toolkit so when we do feel those bad feelings, we can like sit back and meditate and figure out in our head, why does this thing make me feel bad? Should it make me feel bad? Right? So the answer to why I'm a drug addict is I really don't have an answer. I think it's different for everyone, and I think recovery is different for everyone. And my whole goal with this channel is going to be to help people find their own journey, their own path. And that could be AA, and that's okay if it's AA, and it's okay if it's not AA. And it's okay if it's just a hodgepodge of Buddhism, AA, purpose in life, skateboarding, music, whatever it is. But helping people find that, because I feel like when you go to rehab or AA, it's just set in stone. You're just going to do this one path, and when it doesn't work for someone, they're like, what's wrong? I can't get sober. I've been to 20 rehabs and I want to get sober so bad. I worked all the steps, I did everything they told me, and I'm more miserable than when I was using. And that's the thing too, is like, man, if you get sober and you just feel miserable as fuck all the time, you might as well be using. Because like, fuck, at least you're not going to be, miserable. So like, we're trying to figure out how to get a little bit of happiness sober. And is it possible to be happy sober? I'm telling you it is. But for someone who's never felt happy sober, they're probably thinking it's not. So these are things we're all going to explore. Welcome to Meth Recovery. This is my new channel. And we're going to be doing daily fucking uploads. So fucking hit the subscription button. Thank you. Bye. Peace.